Hi everybody, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. So today I'm going to show you the alternate project for those of you that are in Card Club. So this is just the alternate project with the stamps that I pick. You will get the alternate project with the color and contour a little bit later this month, and that will just be in photo form. So for those of you that don't know much about my Card Club, I'll explain that to you in a bit. But it is the 10th, and because it was new catalog month, this catalog, it took me a little bit longer because I wanted to use new catalog stuff. Normally I have it to you before the 10th. But if you're interested in adding the alternate set and you're in Card Club, you need to have that done by the end of today because I'm going to order everything tomorrow. Or if you're interested in joining the club, then you need to have subscribed by today. I'll explain it as we make the project. This card doesn't take very long. If you need a copy of the annual catalog, then just let me know. If you're in the US, I'm happy to send you your first copy free of charge. And then as my customer, you always get one free of charge in the future. You get all the catalogs. So there's that. Then I did want to let you know that I'm going to be closing this class. This is the Natural Tones class. It was a free class with purchase. If you purchase all of these from me, then you'll get the charts to do this. I'll email you those. And then there is, I think there's a video. It's been so long because I opened the class and then those went on back order fairly soon after I opened it. So I left it open, and then there are some of you that paid for the class, and then I was gonna give you the rebate when you bought the blends. So you need to do that because I'm gonna close it because I feel like it's been going on forever. And then we are going to Zoom together in June. And I'm doing it in June, so those of you that didn't get a chance to buy the blends can buy them. That will be in my email, but I'm gonna close it tomorrow because it just needs to be done because I don't even remember exactly what was entailed in the class. And those of you that have paid for it since the blends have been back in, I will take care of that next week. You'll get all of the links and everything sent to you, but I wanted to do it all at once. Obviously, if you take the class, you know everything that's going on in my life right now. So I didn't want to do them one at a time because then I have to keep a big list. And every time it takes a few minutes to figure out who I sent them to. I'm just going to do it all at once. So I am going to close that. So I'm able to send it to you. So this month's Card Club, my Card Club is the least expensive of all of the things that I do because it's an ongoing subscription. So you go to PayPal subscription services. You do not have to have a PayPal account. You can use whatever form, and PayPal, is really safe and secure. It's been around forever. It's been around probably over 30 years. So it's very safe. But you just give them any form of payment and they just process it for me. So I don't even ever see your payment. So I can't start it for you. Sometimes I can pause it for you and I can put it on hold and I can cancel it for you, but I can't start it because you need to put your payment in there. But once you sign up, it's $38 a month, and I'll tell you what that includes. It includes shipping. It includes envelopes. It includes the videos for 6 projects. It includes the card stock to make the 6 projects. It includes always, I say always, most always, like 99% of the time, you'll get a full spool of ribbon. This month, you're getting the Starry Sky metallic ribbon. Most months, it includes a full package of embellishments. This month, they're getting the Fun Flower resin shapes. And then most of the time, the paper is where it can differentiate. There's a big word for migraine medicine. It's usually half packs. If it's 12 by 12, it's cut in half. It's hard to show you that on a month when it's not 12 by 12. This is 6 by 6. So you literally get half a pack. Like we open them up and we divide them up. So this month, I think it's called Butterfly Kisses. So you get half a pack. Mine has been used. And then you get the supplies to make 6 cards. Now it's 3 designs. One is always out there. So this is the first project that they're making, and that's the alternate that I'm going to do. So there's that. Now they have the option. They can do all 6 just as they are in the videos, or they can do one of each, and then they can save the second supplies. Because I do the alternates, we have a standing alternate set. They don't have to have a die cut machine, but the alternate set is color and contour. So if they have those dies, then they can use them. I tend not to use the color and contour dies, and we're going to be switching that setup because that's been around for a minute. But it's just more of a floral generic set. But then I also will do, like I'm going to do now, another alternate set in case this just isn't their style. And then about every 2 or 3 months, we Zoom together. And if they can't make the Zoom, that's okay. I send the projects to them in a PDF. But then it's called a mashup. So I may take, this is May, I may take May's stuff and April's stamp set and June's paper, because I know what they have, and the ribbon and the embellishment, and I mix them all up. And it may be the exact same layouts that we've used on a different card, and I just mix them all up to show you. As much as making cards, it's like learning how to use what you have and switching it up, because that's how we learn how to use what we have and not let it sit around. And then to inspire them to use what we have, there's a couple of fun loyalty perks for being in my club. If you send me the pictures of 3 of your finished cards, the 3 just standard cards, and they can email them to me or just text them to me, then all of those people who finished them before the end of the month, so today you'll have to send me April, I have to think about what month it is, they'll send me the photos of April's finished projects, and all of those people will go into a drawing, and a few of them, when I send out the May packets, will get a little prize. It's usually an embellishment that's stuck in there. And sometimes it's some extra cards, or maybe some extra card packets if we cut some extras of those. So that's fun. And then some of the other extra perks is like they got $5 off my Try It class. They occasionally get to see, if they didn't do Try It class, I will show them some of the projects. They don't get to see all of them. If they don't do a retreat, they may get to see a couple of the projects from that. Then they get to order the stamp set of the month at cost. So it's just, I mean, not cost, but a catalog cost. So I pick up the shipping and the handling and tax. And this month it's Full of Love. So if you're in club and you want this, they have till the 10th of the month. And then I always have this stuff in the mail to them by the 26th. So I think that covers about the basics. Then if there's anything where we use die cuts, it comes already die cut. So in this month, they will get like 2 sheets of this. And here's the one that's already done. And then they cut their designer series paper to match, and then they'll get these 2 die cuts. So here's the 2 we've already used, and then they can save these for their other one. Oh, and I guess I need some white paper. Me and my basic white. I never have enough of it. I don't know that that's the right size. It looks like it's probably, that may be from where it came. So they would have that. So let's do our alternate. So for this alternate card, I'm going to use Sunny Splash. And let me tell you, I had the hardest time deciding which of these. At first I thought, well, I'm going to put all 3. And then I thought, no, that's a bit much. These are the sweetest little retro bathing suits. Aren't they cute? They're so super cute. So I went with this one just because, you know, a polka dot bikini, a polka dot swimsuit, how can you not? But all of them match. And then we're gonna go with Hello Sunshine, but all of the words super cute. So the idea is we're gonna do this card, so this exact layout, but we're just gonna use a different set. So sometimes that means you may have to flip it, because you know sometimes the exact stamp that you're using won't fit exactly. And I'm gonna just pick some different papers. So I've got my 2 tags, and these came from this new set in the catalog. So it's got a couple of tags. Here's the ones that we're cutting. It's got this one and this one. There may be some that I've taken off, but that is in the catalog. It's a really nice set. I do think that there's some missing. And then this is Starry Sky, so fold this in half. And then I'm gonna go, because I wanna use the polka dot bikini, I went with the polka dot paper. So that's gonna be the one, this is 6 by 6, so you need to cut it 4 by 5 1/4. So pop this in here and do 4. So if you're interested in more information on the club, just head to my website, and it's usually in every blog post. If you scroll down somewhere, on this particular blog post, it'll be prominent, because when I put the pictures of this, it'll be about this. So we got this time for our background. Last time it was the more floral. I'm swapping. So this time it was the floral, and I did the little accent piece for the band, the little band. This time I'm going to do the opposite because I want those polka dots to be. And then we're saving all this because when we zoom together, we're gonna do something with all those pieces. So this needs to be 5 1/4. So you want to do it this way to make sure that your flowers go the right direction. And then last time, the way that we determined, and I didn't write down the measurements, I wanted them to be my band. I can't talk. Trying to get a bunch of videos recorded today before my week goes crazy. It's 2 inches. I wanted my band to match this part of my, I don't know if that's in camera, this part of the tag right here. So 2 inches. So 5 1/4 by 2. This paper has a whole suite that goes with it. Super cute butterflies. But I liked the Full of Love stamp set. It was really cute, and you can color it in. So we've got this. And then we've got this. Now I'm going to stamp my bathing suit here. My swimmers, if you are in a different swimming costume. Just think of all the places I've lived and all the things that we call them. Stamping it in Starry Sky. Now on the other one, I stamped on your club thing, it's stamped in black and then colored in with blends. Oh my gosh. I haven't made this card. I didn't make the other one before I filmed it, and I have not made this one because when your life gets crazy, you just go with the flow. Now, I have this tag and this. So I want to use my Hello Sunshine. Got my bathing suit, and I'm going to do the Hello Sunshine, but I want the hello on here and the sunshine on here. So to do that, I'm going to tape off. First, I'm going to tape off the sunshine. So I just have some old washi tape. Place some scrap paper over here. And you can use Scotch tape if you don't have any washi tape left. You know, back in the day, there's been times when Stampin' Up! Has sold tons of washi tape, and right now it must not be a thing anymore because we don't sell it, but you can use Scotch tape. You could also use Stampin' Write markers and ink this up. But here's the deal. For those of you that think that I buy everything, I don't have the Stampin' Write markers yet in the end colors. So now I can ink the hello. It's going to be messy. So I have the hello inked. Now you have to remember to take all this off. And washi tape just pulls off. This isn't photopolymer, so you have to just hope that where you're stamping is going to be good. Perfect. And now you're going to need to clean this off. Make sure it's not on your, let's do it this way maybe. You don't want it on your words. So the card I'm going to film after this, I'm using, I don't remember what it's called. The set that has maybe Sweet Sentiments. The one that has all of the fun words and then the dies to cut them out. I had heard rumors that it was difficult to use. I didn't find it difficult at all. And yesterday I was at my girlfriend's that we're going away with. I'm leaving on Thursday. My husband has surgery on Wednesday, and then I'm leaving with my girlfriends because that's what we do, right? On Thursday. But we messed with it just for a little bit of time because we'd heard rumors that it's difficult to use, and we didn't have a problem yesterday. So then I thought, I hope I don't have a problem when I go to use it now. This is Calypso Coral because I want my sunshine to be a sunny color. Now pull all this off. I caught the corners a little bit, so I want to make sure that I don't press hard up when I stamp this. I just want to get the sunshine, not all those corners. Perfect. Sometimes, you know, I press a little bit too hard and my hands are now dirty. So for the next 3 cards, if you watch my videos over the next 3 or 4 days and you see this, you can be like, yeah, I saw when she got her hands dirty. And I'm going to trim this out, and you don't need to see that. So I've trimmed this out, and look, I have plenty of room here to add 2 more swimsuits. So I'm going to stamp those and cut them out, but I'm going to do it and then come back because I don't have any of the ink pads over here, and I don't have the stamps mounted on the blocks. So hang on, and in the magic of editing, in just a second, I'll have 2 more swimsuits. So there was plenty of space on the same piece of paper that I did this on to get the 3. And here's how I chose the colors. So this was, if you look at the paper, this has the starry sky. It's probably a little bit hard for you to see. It's the centers of the flowers. And then I had already done the Calypso Coral. So I went with the Parakeet Party. I can never remember if Parakeet Party. It's always hard when we get the new colors. And then the Crushed Curry, because I have the Freesia marker out, because if you remember over here, I colored this with the Parakeet Party blends. So let's do this on the tag. Now that's also giving that a little bit more time to dry, because on the original one, it's black. This can have a tendency to smear. So because on this one, I have done regular ink as opposed to black, I'm going to go around it at the end. So I want this to be Freesia, and this is the light Freesia. So I'm going to color everywhere first. And when you do this, it enables you, it helps me to be able to send them white. But then if they want a color of cardstock club, they can just color it with their blend and they'll have it. But now I'm going to be everywhere here and then just kind of brush over the top of that so it doesn't smear. Be a little bit lighter, but it just kind of accents the hello and it stops it from not bleeding. So let's put all this together now. You can see I touched my thing. So I'm going to do this one in the center because it is the color of my paper. Let's do our ribbon on it first, actually. So it's right in front of me, but it's buried. So on this one, we did a faux bow. And my adhesive is downstairs. I have classes being cut downstairs. My husband's gonna have surgery, and this would be a cute side too. And then continue cutting paper while I go away. It is a work trip. It's a Stampin' Up! Trip. But that's very nice of him, isn't it? Hopefully, you know, we'll see that everything goes well. So for this, I'm going to put this in like this. Let's see if you can see a little better. This goes here. And then I'm just going to put this on this side. And there's those fun butterflies that are actually part of the suite. So we have that. And that's all we need on that side. So now you can cut that. This saves a ton of ribbon. All of my Stampin' Up! Scissors are downstairs. So I have pretty scissors that my friend gave me. We've got this. So we come to this side, we do the exact same thing. Just pull that through. We have a bunch of cutting stations, and we have been cutting, and I did VIP gifts, and we have started this card, and then we have my Try It class, which is ginormous. So for him to be able to cut while I'm gone, I have been pre-cutting like 1s and 2s of everything, and then I tell him how many, and it's really the die cuts that he needs to know how many of to make. So that's why all of my scissors are downstairs, because we keep making little stations. And he'll watch Formula One and he'll watch golf, and it's not like he doesn't mind the cutting. And We also got our incentive trip gifts because the incentive trip is virtual this year, but they did send us nice gifts. And there was one particular gift that when I opened him, he's like, can I have that? And because he's such a good helper, I did let him have that. We can't share what the gifts are yet in case everybody doesn't have them, but at some point I will show you the gifts and then you can see which one he chose. For those of you that may have gotten the gifts, I'm sure you know which one he would have picked. As it turns out, it's not something that I would have used anyways because it's just not something I've ever used. So now you can see I've taken this spare piece of ribbon and I've tied it here. And this will make it look like you did some kind of fancy bow. But nothing on that bow was hard at all to tie. So got that. I just have to stick this together. I thought I lost my dimensionals and add the super cute little embellishments. And with those, I will be able to cover up where I've smudged my paper a little bit. But we managed to get all the colors on here, and all of the colors are in our flowers. And I was able to get more of the sweet little bathing suits on here. I guess I should have made sure that they were going to fit. I didn't even check. I just hoped for the best. Take our little tag. I have to be careful because I'm using Seal Plus. There we go. Now let's do, there's five colors and all these colors are on here, so you want to use your embellishments in odd numbers. So I'm going to use all 5 of them. So I can put some on my bathing suits. And then this one over here, I'm going to pick a big one of these because this is the color that I have smushed on my thing. Look, you can almost always fix if you get something on your card. Then I'm also going to put a little flower on here. Maybe we'll put a big one on here. So we've got 1, 2, 3. I need a yellow. I'll go for a little yellow. What color? You need to sometimes think because I was going to end up with a purple on my purple. There we go. So if you see a card like this and you're like, I don't have that. I have almost all of it, but I don't have that stamp set. You don't need it. You can take what you have and switch it up. Exact same card. All I did was switch the stamp set. And I did it live while you were watching, and I also made a giant mess. So if you're interested in joining my card club, it's super fun. Like, as I said, the point of my card club is not just for you to make cards. It is for you to make cards, and every month you'll have at least 6, and then you'll have a ton of leftovers. But it's for you to learn stuff like this. It's for you to learn to take what you have. Like if you want the stamp set of the month, I hope that at least half the time you love it and you want to buy it. But I also want to be able to show you that if you didn't want this, or you're like, I already have something very similar, use this, or use the one that's our standing alternate set, or to get so good at it that you're like, oh, I don't need that, but I have something. I have Easter bunnies, or I have a Christmas tree, or I have, you got the butterflies that go with this. And that you start to become so confident that you're like, no problem, I can switch that up. And I really like it to take, you can go back in my channel and you can look up card club, search card club, and you can, or alternates. Probably if you search alternates, it will bring up some of the past alternates. I like to take ones that are really different. This one's not terribly different. It is pretty different. But to take sets that are really, really different and make the same thing out of it, the same card out of it. So the information will be down under the video if you're watching on YouTube, and I will catch you back here later this week. I have to stop talking so I can keep filming. I'm gonna have to go watch to see if I can de-calypso coral my hands. Everybody have a great one. Bye.